Hey, what's up guys? My name is Tom. In this video, I want to share with you my exact plan to achieve financial freedom in my 30s. So let's jump right into it. For those that don't know who I am, I basically started Amazon's FBA business back in 2017 called Sadara Skincare, and this business was at the peak was doing about $5.5 million per year in revenue, and it was doing about 30 to 35% profit margins, net profit after everything. So it was a cash cow. And in December 2020, call it January 2021, we basically sold our business to a company called Thrasio. And since then, we basically managed to be able to invest the money into a lot of different deals. During that time, thanks to Gary Vee, I was really inspired by the fact that he said, hey, you should document your journey. And I've always had this interest in videography and photography. So during the time, I basically started documenting my entire journey on YouTube of how to do Amazon from A to Z. Basically turned that into a digital course called FBA Masterclass. And then since then, that business have gone out and do about $50 million in revenue. Now, the course business, I'll probably do a whole separate video on this, but it's not as glamorous as it seems, okay? It's a very, very tough business. When I say $50 million a year in revenue, that's purely revenue. Our ads were about 50% of that, okay? So we spent about $25 million just on ads. Never mind the 50 people that we had on the team. So if I were to choose, honestly guys, if I were to choose like a lifestyle business, I still do believe Amazon FBA is much better than selling digital products. So I'll just leave it at that, but I don't want to go too much in detail about the difference between selling physical products and digital products. But so since then, I've done quite well in my late 20s and early 30s, and to be honest, there was months where I felt like I was Warren Buffett or something. Cash was just raining from the sky. This business at a certain point was doing about $1 million had a few $1 million a month profit. And then I just sold my business. So I felt like, oh my God, I'm untouchable basically. But during the time, I also invested a lot of money into a lot of different deals. Some are non-liquid assets, some are liquid assets, some are real estate, funds, crypto, stocks, PE, you name it, I invested in everything because in 2021, there were a lot of deal flows. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but the interest rates were really, really low, and it was just such a frothy environment. Everybody was raising money. Everybody was just, making money in the stock market, and you feel like an idiot for standing on the sidelines. So I put a bunch of money into a bunch of different deals, and a lot of them have gone to zero. And to be honest, I was very, very hard on myself, and losing a lot of money, I felt very irresponsible, stupid, dumb, also angry at the people that I gave my money to. But what I realized is that this is my first time managing a lot of money. I did not know how to do this before. I've never seen this much amount of money before. And I don't know anybody I know a couple of people who had, but they didn't tell me how they managed their money or give me any sort of money lessons. So, part of my channel is just documenting my journey and sharing with you guys things that worked for me and things that didn't work for me, right? So yeah, I'll do a whole separate video. I've talked about this, many times about investing and the lessons I learned. But yeah, anyways, I ended up losing a lot of money. And as you guys know, recently I moved to Dubai, and in order to actually leave Canada, move to Dubai, I had to pay an exit tax, which is about 1/3 of your net worth. So boom. So I would say, yes, I made a lot of money here, but I've also lost a lot of money here and to the CRA, right? But to tell you the truth, I also made some good investments as well. There are some winners, but I would say 80% of them are losers. So that's how bad it was. But having said all that, my goal, guys, really is to have at least $20 million invested and getting 7% per year. Historically speaking, the S&P 500 has done 7% per year over the past 20, 30 years annually. And if you just have $20 million fully invested and you're earning 7% annual return, that's about $1.4 million per year, which is about $116,000 per month, which is about $4,000 a day. I'm not sure about you, but this is actually quite hard to spend, okay? Yes, you can go buy a car, you can rent a nice house, but for you to spend $116,000 per month, you would really have to try to go out of your way to spend that money, okay? Now, how do I get this number? I got this number because I listed out all the things that I actually want to do. There's different levels of financial freedom. I think there's financial security, then financial whatever, and then financial freedom, and then there's financial abundance. So there's different levels. I thought of financial abundance. If money was no object, how would I want to live my life kind of thing? So for me, it's about $1.4 million a year. right? Now, not saying here I'm going to spend $1.4 million a year. I probably won't spend 1.4. I think, again, you got to be kind of almost borderline psychotic to spend that much money. But having said all, why not dream big, right? 20 million is totally achievable over the next 3 to 5 years. And, we've already done a couple businesses that have yielded great results. So I just need to keep doing what I've done. And to be honest with you, I was quite lost with regards to like what I want to do. Cause, I've done physical product, I've done digital product, I've done well in this, I've done well in this. And I just felt like for me it was like, is there something else that I want to do, right? And I was very, very lost for a very long time. And what I realized is that, man, I just need to keep selling physical products and digital products. The thing about online businesses that I love is that the fact that you can have financial freedom. Like I'm in my bedroom right now in my office talking to you on a microphone and I can reach millions of people if I wanted to. I mean, that's amazing, right? And I don't have to be in my bedroom, my office. I can be anywhere in the world, right? So I love that about just online businesses. The location freedom is invaluable, really. If you offer me, hey, would you want to stay in Dubai, but you have to work at retail location for $1 million a year, or you can make $300,000 a year and travel around the world, I would actually pay $300,000 because that's how important location freedom is to me. So this is the goal. The goal really is to add $20 million invested, okay? Not cash, not assets, but like invested in something that's earning 7% per year, right? I mean, right now we have and to be honest with you, this is quite conservative. We have some winners from up here that I was able to find that are producing 30% annualized returns since 2017 after fees. This is a hedge fund. So yeah, I mean, 30% on 20 million, that's a different number, right? That's a different beast. So what do I want to do with this money? Because at the end of the day, what I realize, money is just a tool, okay? A lot of people, they want to chase money for this, money for that, but money is just a tool to do things. And I truly believe that money can buy you happiness up to a certain point, okay? Up to a certain point. Look, I've been broke, I've been poor, I've been rich. I would pick this type of life over, poor any single day. But after a certain amount, you just become a little bit immune to it. It just becomes the norm. That's all it is, right? Like literally the norm. I mean, do you guys remember the first day that you bought your nice car? Like you were so happy. And then after like 5 days, it just became a normal car. It doesn't matter if it was like a bad car or a good car. It's just ended up being a car. Right now I drive, a $300,000 G-Wagon. It's like at first when I got it, I'm like, oh my God, this is so exciting. And then it's like, okay, it's just a car. Same was when I got my sports car, the R8. Like the first day it was so exciting, then it just became a car. So that's the thing. Like there was a study done saying that people that broke their back and people that won the lottery 2 years later, they all go back to the same level of happiness because we're so adaptable as human nature, as humans, and whatever we're used to, that just becomes the norm. So, some of these e-commerce guys, like they can do $100 million a year, but then that becomes a norm to them. So imagine if you go from $100 million a year down to $1 million a year, they're going to be like devastated. But I bet you anything that when they first got to that $1 million, they were so happy. I was so happy. When I hit my first $100,000 per month in revenue on Amazon, I literally broke down in tears. It was a milestone that I thought I would never achieve, and I achieved it. And then to be honest with you, after that, it just became like, I don't know, just numbers. I never felt like that type of joy ever again. And I think this is very normal. This is literally human life. So I guess what I'm trying to say is after a certain point of money, it really, like someone who makes $10 million a year versus someone who makes $20 million a year, their life isn't really too much difference. Now, if you make 0 to 10 million, huge difference, right? 20 to 40 million, probably not that much difference. Like what can someone do that has 40 million that $20 million cannot do? Not a whole lot, So after a certain point, it just become, but for me, look, I just look at like if money is a tool, what kind of things can I get out of money that produces the highest possible ROI? My parents came to Dubai, pay for their trip. It was great. It was awesome. Spending time with family, you never regret that. And doing cool things with your family, taking them to Scotland next month. And they've done so much for me. And now I feel like I can, get back and do things with them. And yeah, that feels pretty damn good. I want to be able to I want to be able to rent a yacht for like 2 weeks and invite all my friends on the yacht and just pay for the whole thing. I can do that now, but I don't really want to. It's a little too much money. So I want to be able to get somewhere, like I said, with that $1.4 million where I feel like I can't just like screw it. Once a year, we do something sick with our friends. Like that would be so amazing. I can just totally picture myself doing that right now and everybody having the time of their lives. I want to invest in my health. You know, I did a 90-day plan thing and I shaved off my chest hair. That was cool. But yeah, I got ripped, and this is probably one of the best shapes that I've ever been in my life in the most recent years. I had abs in like high school and stuff, but that doesn't count. So I want to get in like top shapes. I want to, invest in a personal trainer and stuff like that. I want to be able to go on like golf trips with my boys. We went on a golf trip to Arizona, and it was so much fun. It was so much freaking fun. We rented a house, went out to clubbing, played golf. Oh man, it was just the best time. Like, that was so much fun. Obviously now I have daughter, my Sage. I want to make sure she goes to like a good school. She has good health care. She like has a good life. Teach her the value of money. Teach her the value of hard work and all these things to take care of my daughter, right? I want to be able to go on like amazing vacations. This is our honeymoon in Bora Bora. I want to go on amazing vacations with my wife and just live an amazing life. And all while I want to be able to have like, how I'm planning on getting here is very, very simple, okay? I'm planning on launching more physical product brands, more digital product brands, and then I'm gonna invest the profit into some sort of financial, well, I know what it is. I'm investing in the hedge fund, but that's what I plan on doing. Literally, that's it. Like, that's honestly it. So this is my goal, and watch. Like this will be completed. This will be done. Like I already know I can do this. So I see a road path there, right? Now for you, maybe it's not 20 million, maybe it's a million, maybe it's 2 million, maybe it's 5 million, maybe it's 100 million, whatever it might be. And the thing is, maybe when I get there, I want more. But at least if I want more, I've been down this road, right? For me, it's like, do you want more for what? What is the reason why you want more? Okay? Is it the reason you want more is so you can go buy a Bugatti? The reason you want more so you can tell other people that you're worth 100 million or you're called a billionaire? Or is it because you just love the game? You love building. You love challenging yourself. You love becoming, the master at this game. You want to become really, really, really good at it. You want to constantly grow. What is it? Why do you actually want to get there? So once you understand the why, I think the how will become a lot easier. And there's 6 human needs, as Tony Robbins have mentioned. There are, if you take a look at, let me take a look here. Yeah, there are 6 human needs. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can share that on this screen right now. But basically, why do you need that money? Is it for significance? If it's for significance, you're always going to feel happy, right? Because you're doing it to impress someone else. Is it for certainty? Is it uncertainty? So on and so forth. So I think you just really need to understand why. I think for me, when I was younger, it was a lot of like, oh, I want to make money so I can prove to my parents they're wrong. I can prove to my friends I'm worthy. I can prove to others this. But to be honest with you, man, like no one really gives a shit. No one cares. And once you're past that, you're just, you're like, okay, what's my deepest why? And for me, I just want to live an amazing life. Like we're all here, and then we'll be gone. I want to be able to live an amazing life, have amazing experiences with the people I love, with the people that I have a lot of fun with, and take care of my health, take care of my family, take care of my parents, build some amazing businesses. And that's pretty much it. And stay in the moment. Enjoy whatever I have, right? Be grateful with what I have. So again, guys, I'm not saying, the thing with me is, I'm 33 now. I think if you ask a younger Tom, I think I really changed as a person. Like even if I, for some reason, even if I don't get there, I think you still got to practice gratitude and be happy with what you have today. Because if you're not happy with what you have today, you're not going to be happy when you get there either. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like I'm still very, very stoked on the life I have today. I'm still living, I'm doing these things. Like I'm taking care of my health now. I'm taking care of my parents. Going on vacations with them, spending time with them. I'm going on golf trips. I'm already doing all these things. The only thing I'm not doing is this yacht thing. But I just want to do more of what feeds me energy, what gives me fuel, right? So the question is what gives you fuel? So do more of that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.